Are you looking for a smart display that will not cost you so much, that has the Amazon Assistant built in? This is Art again from Few Texts Later. What we got here is the Amazon Echo Show second generation. After using it for close to 6 months, I have some thoughts about it. Let's find out. The Amazon Echo Show 5 first generation was released in 2019. Then 2 years later, the second generation came out. In this video, there are 3 things I wanted to talk about with this device. First, if you have the first generation, should you upgrade to the second generation? Second, what are the pros and cons of the second generation Echo Show? And third, is it even worth it? First, let's unbox this and see what's inside. What comes in the box is the second generation Echo Show 5 itself, wrapped with some plastic. Then we got a quick start guide, and that is a power adapter with a cable length of 4.9 feet or 1.49 meters, which stuck underneath this cardboard, and that's about it. Now, the good thing about setting up the Amazon display is that you won't need to do it from the app. Unlike other smart displays, you can set up the Echo Show 5 from the screen itself. So basically, you just need to follow the on-screen instruction, enter your Wi-Fi details on the display itself, and you should be good. Now, as far as specs, the Echo Show 5 second generation has the same exact specs as its predecessor. It comes in at 5.8 by 3.4 by 2.9 inches, which is about 148 millimeters by 86 by 73 in size, with a 5.5 inch touchscreen display with 960 by 480 pixels resolution. This time, it comes with a 2 megapixel camera with a privacy shutter and a 1.65 inch speaker, and houses 5 microphones. The product weight, if you're wondering, is 1.42 pounds for those who want to import this somewhere else. And the new Echo Show 5 comes in 3 different colors. The one we have here is the charcoal version. The other available colors are the glacier white and the deep sea blue color variants. Now, as far as functionalities, there are a ton of usability you will find yourself with the Echo Show 5. The most common thing is asking Alexa any general question, like the weather, etc. You can ask Alexa to translate something for you. Basically anything that you can think of. Those are possible if you have the Echo Show 5. But take note, those things are not exclusive to just the Echo Show 5. You can basically do the same thing to any Alexa-enabled displays, speakers, and even TV. But what the Echo Show offers over its other speaker siblings is the display itself. It gives you a visual response depending to what you ask Alexa to do. For example, our timers, countdowns, and everything you ask her, it will give you a visual response. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. As far as pros, first is voice recognition. It's really awesome since it has 5 microphones that are scattered around the device. The display can easily pick up your voice wherever you are, and even how much the background noise is. Second is the physical buttons available on top of the device. And for additional security, privacy shutter for the mic and the camera is just a perfect add-on. Third is the camera built in. This is the first smart display that I have that has a web camera on board that is powered by Amazon Alexa, that you can use for video calls. And what's crazy is that you can use this as a security camera as well, which we will talk about later. Fourth is how easy to set this up through the device itself. You won't need your phone throughout the entire setup process, which is cool. Fifth is the drop-in feature. You can have a continuous two-way talk to another smart speaker or display with drop-in. Sixth and last is the access to Amazon Voice Assistant, which is Alexa. That gives you audio and visual responses, which is very useful. And last is the price. This device can drop all the way to less than $40 every now and then, which is very awesome. Now let's talk about the cons. First is the tap to snooze for your alarm sometimes don't work. Second is the camera as a security camera. I know earlier I mentioned that it's one of the features I like, but of course there are downsides like privacy. But again, it has a physical camera shutter if privacy is your thing. But most of the time, streaming the camera feed loads too long compared to other security cameras we have. And it's pretty basic. No motion detection, no cloud or local storage, no night vision that you normally see from a traditional smart camera. Only thing you can do is stream the feed. Third is the sound quality, which is expected since this is the smallest smart display Amazon sells and it only has a full range 1.65-inch speaker that is good for casual listening, mostly podcasts, some shows if you're watching from it, and audio and video calls. But as far as listening to music, the speaker lacks power and depth. Fourth is YouTube app. It's not available on the display. Yes, it supports Netflix and Prime Video and other streaming services, but not YouTube. Good thing about it is that you can use the Silk browser if you ask the display to play anything on YouTube. It will still work, but kinda buggy. Fifth is the screen size. Since it may not work everywhere, the size is perfect for bedside table, maybe workstation, coffee table, and the desk. You can use it as a digital photo frame or alarm clock. You can still use the display to a countertop or kitchen table, but I wouldn't recommend it though because of the size. 6 is the limited number of supported photo storage services. As of making this video, it only works with Amazon Photo and Facebook Photos. No Google Photos and Apple Photos. Next thing I don't like with the Echo Show 5 second generation is the auto dim feature. I don't know if I missed on some options, but as far as I'm concerned, I have to set it to a specific time, but it don't dim even the room is completely dark. 8th reason that I don't like with this device is the audio aux out. I don't know what Amazon is thinking, but the second generation is not an upgrade in this category. Unlike the Echo Dot 4, still got that auxiliary cable out. Another thing I don't like with the Echo Show 5 and most likely with other Echo Show devices are the display ads. I tried uploading some photos to Amazon Photo Library, but ads keeps popping up more than the actual photo being displayed. Not a deal breaker, but worth noting. Another thing is the interface. It's not user friendly and it's very sluggish. If you compare it to the desktop display, it's very intuitive and functional. If you want us to do a comparison between the two devices, just let me know in the comment section below. And last is the motion detection using the camera to trigger Alexa routines. As we all know, Alexa routines is very powerful, easy to use, customizable. And actually what Amazon advertised is that the new Echo Show 5 second generation can trigger Alexa routines using the camera on the display, which is available on the Alexa routines tab as well as your trigger. But for some odd reason, I never had any luck starting a routine using it. I don't know, maybe because of the location, but I have everything set up from the settings and it just don't work for me. So what do I think? It depends on how you're planning to use it. I highly recommend getting the Echo Show 5 for the purpose of a smart display that you'll use on your bedside table or home office. Aside from that, get the Echo Show 8 instead. If you're really tied with Amazon and the services they offer, go for it as well. If you're a Prime member, Echo Show 5 is the cheapest display you can get to maximize your membership. And if you are deep in HomeKit or Google Assistant as your virtual assistant, forget it. Yeah, I know this device is often on sale, so be a lookout for that. And yeah, there you go. That's our long-term review of the Amazon Echo Show 5 second generation after using it for about close to 6 months. And again, thanks to Amazon for sending this device for us to test them out. I left an affiliate link in the description for those who are interested in getting one. And while you're down there, if you find this video helpful, consider giving it a like. This is Art again from Few Texts Later. Thank you so much for watching and see you in our next video.